Hello everyone, so recently Kevin did an interview with Vladimir Tenev, the CEO of Robinhood. In this interview, Kevin asked some very important questions that help clear up the controversies and rumors. We have a lot to talk about, so let's get into the video. Alright, so the meeting starts out with Kevin asking Vlad why he restricted the trading of GME and AMC. Vlad explains that the company did not have enough capital to cover the cost of all the trades being made. He talks about a formula that determines how much Robinhood needs to cover of people's trades. No one really knows how this formula is actually determined.
We don't necessarily know what that formula looks like. You had mentioned that. But that could lead to a result that says, oh, crap, that's a lot of money we need, and we were not expecting that. Is that kind of what happened?
Yeah, it was a little bit of what happened. So the formula isn't fully publicized.
If that was confusing, let me explain a little bit. This formula basically considers many factors such as volatility and trading volume. The more risky a trade looks, the more the brokerage will have to cover for that trade. GME and AMC were determined very risky because of their volatility, so Robinhood had to pay more. Now Robinhood is still a relatively new startup brokerage, and they didn't have all the funds to cover these options and trades.
We're a startup broker-dealer. We're not like some of these other guys that have been around for decades and have built up, balance sheets that are gigantic. So we do have to deal with the realities of that. And all we can do is just make sure that we do the best thing that we can to have our customers have a safe and reliable experience.
Another factor that would have contributed to their lack of funds is the amount of new people signing up for Robinhood and depositing money. Robinhood usually loans you up to $1,000 of buying power while you're waiting for your funds to clear from your bank to your brokerage. This, along with the large amount of options and trades being executed, contributed to the fact that GameStop was halted due to a lack of funds. Now, this is not a problem for most brokerages because most brokerages have a lot more funding and have a lot more liquid cash on hand. After being ordered to pay this large sum of money, Robinhood raised $3.4 billion overnight. The next morning, they removed the position closing only status from GME and AMC and provided limited trading on those stocks. All right, now addressing the fact that Robinhood only allowed position closing only or PCOing on stocks like GME and AMC.
PCOing, which stands for position closing only. PCOing stocks is something that is actually part of the procedures of Robinhood Securities. So we do it regularly for a variety of reasons. For example, if there's a corporate action of some kind, or other things, we can mark a security position closing only.
Vlad explained that PCOing is a standard Robinhood procedure, and because it was used when GME and AMC were being traded with these high trading volumes, it makes it a really unique situation. Now, PCOing is pretty much just a risk management strategy that Robinhood employs when they can't cover the cost of the trades being made. So the PCO was due to a lack of company funds. Kevin goes on to ask, if this company had $10 billion in liquid cash sitting around, would they still have closed GME and AMC? And the answer was no. Vlad goes on to say that Robinhood is still just a startup company and has nowhere near the funds that Vanguard or Fidelity has. One of the biggest questions I was asked in this interview was why didn't Vlad just blame the formula for stopping the trading? When the trading halted, Robinhood said it was doing it to protect its users. Vlad later changed the story and said that the reason for halting trading was because the company was ordered to pay a lot of money, which they didn't have. In my opinion, he definitely should have said this in the first place instead of basically saying, all of you are idiots, so we're gonna stop letting you risk your money and save you. This was not a good call. A lot of people lost a lot of money doing it, because of this. Now, Vlad's excuse for this was that he was running on fumes because of how crazy that day was. One thing that I really did like about what Vlad said is that he started thinking about the whole system, like all the financial systems, instead of just Robinhood's place in that system.
Where I kind of stopped thinking of Robinhood as sort of just an element and a participant in the system, and I started thinking about kind of the system itself. And just seeing how, upset customers were and how passionate they are when Robinhood, didn't let them do what they wanted to do, I think to me was a signal that our customers actually aren't satisfied with us saying we're subject to these rules and, we have to follow the rules.
He realizes that Robinhood has the power to drive change, and users don't want to be held back by what the financial systems have set in place. Therefore, us as the user wants Robinhood to innovate. This company is one of the only companies that has this power, as they've already broken a bunch of industry norms, such as free commission. Vlad then addressed some conspiracies.
You mentioned here that communication is important. Did you have communication with anyone specifically, not at the SEC, but at the White House on the 28th that you can disclose?
No, I didn't. No, I saw that rumor flying around that Joe Biden called me and told me to shut down trading of these stocks. So that didn't happen. I didn't have nobody from Sequoia Capital called me. I saw. I mean, the internet's a crazy place. I've gotten it full force over the past couple of days, and there have been a ton of conspiracy theories that frankly don't make any sense.
As of now, Robinhood is a private company, so they can't get funding from their users. They have to get their funding from larger companies like Citadel, and this will change when Robinhood IPOs. Being a private company means they have much less funding than if they were public, so that's one of the reasons why the trading on GME and AMC was halted. As a parting note, Vlad said that he is going to try to be more transparent with the company. The main mistake that I think Robinhood did was saying that they protected their users by stopping trading, because that's complete bull. If he had no choice, he should have just blamed the formula from the get-go. He explains that being transparent as a brokerage is very risky because there's a lot of things that you cannot disclose.
To do is just be more transparent. I think no secret, financial services companies are typically not very transparent, and there's good reasons for it. We're highly regulated. We've got to be very careful with what we say. But I would like, and my commitment to you and your viewers is, I'd like to test kind of the boundaries of how transparent a financial services company could be.
Saying this, he says that he will try to push the limits of transparency as the company grows and moves forward. Now, I think Vlad really messed up halting trading, whether it was forced or not. The name Robinhood literally implies that he's for the common people. He would have been much better off dealing with some legal problems and allowing trading. Because most other brokerages stopped trading on GME and AMC as well, Robinhood could have allowed it and that would have pushed him forward. So many kids have discovered investing through Robinhood because of how simple and intuitive the design is. And that has probably changed a lot of people's lives. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope this video brought you some value and taught you something new. Leave your opinions on Robinhood down in the comment section below. And if you want to learn more about personal finance, investing in the stock market, then I recommend you follow along with the channel by subscribing. It would mean a lot. And if you're super pissed at Robinhood, I would recommend opening a Webull account, which you can use my link in the description below to get 4 free stocks. Thank you all and have a great day.